Hi, I'm Ho Chi Minh, and in this episode, I'll be reviewing the Sigma 30mm f1.4 DC Art. The Sigma 30mm f1.4 DC Art is an APS-C lens. However, it's able to work with full-frame cameras as well, but more on that later. The lens is made from a special alloy that looks and feels like plastic, but is really metal. It's a small lens with a decent sized focus ring and a switch at the side to swap between manual or autofocus. The autofocusing speed is decently quick and accurate, and when mounted on a GH5 with the Metabone Speedbooster XL, you'll get a full-frame equivalent of about 38mm f1.8, which according to f-stoppers and Petapixel is close to the perfect focal length of 40mm. But enough talk, let's see some test shots, shall we? For this review, I will be mounting the Sigma 30mm f1.4 DC Art on the GH5 with the Speedbooster XL. I guess it should come as no surprise that this lens is pretty sharp. It is a Sigma Art Series lens after all. The bokeh is also very good, as you can see from this test shot. And with an aperture of f1.4, I am able to shoot in low light conditions. So up to this point, it all sounds great, but this is where the good parts end. You see, this lens suffers from color fringing that won't go away completely no matter how much you stop it down, which could be a real deal breaker if you shoot video primarily. It also loses contrast and flares up very easily when shooting directly at bright light sources. Personally, the flaring doesn't bother me that much. At least not as much as the color fringing. Next, let's take a look at the sharpness. Optimum sharpness is achieved when stopped down to around f4. Beyond that, I don't really see any difference. Remember in the beginning of this video when I mentioned that this lens would also work on a full-frame camera? Well, it does, but with some vignetting. Corners are a little soft too. But once you stop this lens down, the vignetting disappears and the corners sharpened. When shooting videos, the 16:9 aspect ratio crops off some of the vignetting and corner softness. However, you will still need to stop it down for best results. It's not perfect, but then again, I never said it was. I only said it works with a full-frame camera. So, conclusion. The Sigma 30mm f1.4 DC Art is one heck of a lens. It's small in size, it's sharp, and it has a fast aperture. You could even use it on a full-frame camera. Color fringing is a problem for video. But to be honest, it didn't really bother me that much. And at a price of 700 Singapore dollars, this lens is great value for money. Definitely recommended. And until next time, see ya!